You've done the journaling, you've read the books, maybe even dabbled in a little bit of therapy. But for some reason, there's still this little small thing. And that thing still has you doubting and feeling not as confident as you should. Now, look, before you start freaking out, there's nothing wrong. You are not broken. And everything that you feel and you envision for yourself is exactly as it should be. But I get it. So let's talk about why you might be feeling this way. Hello, darling, and welcome back to Building Esteem, where we are all about confidence, self awareness, and all the things between. I took your feedback, and by feedback, I mean no views, as you wanted something different. So I'm here to deliver. Also, here to do my hair. So we're going to be doing both of them things together. Yes. It kind of baffles me a little bit that when people think about confidence, some think of confidence as this loud, fearless, extroverted type of energy or action. But the thing is that confidence looks different on each individual person. Child, thought I had lost my needle. Sometimes in people, confidence looks more like a soft demeanor or even a sense of just quiet and calm and groundedness. And by understanding that, you have to ask yourself the question, do you expect your confidence to look like power, or does it feel more like peace? When you think about that alone, it will really shift, possibly, child. I don't know. You might like power as a means for confidence. And if so, baby, that's your party. But as I've said in previous videos, confidence comes from self acceptance, and self acceptance comes from self awareness. And being self aware requires some sort of healing that you have to engage with inside of yourself. Okay? And you already know over here we are all about confidence as well as self awareness, right? And that requires you taking a certain level of responsibility. And in you taking that responsibility to get to know you, that journey of healing is not going to all of a sudden create this new sense of confidence or this new air or a new space of inner power or authority overnight. It's just not going to happen like that. You are going to have to work the new energy inside of you, work that new awareness inside of you, and align that new person, that new space with new actions. It's like, okay, yes, you may be aware of the things that trigger you, or you may have just realized a new trigger that you found within yourself. But just because you know the trigger is there doesn't mean you all of a sudden gonna stop being triggered. That's not how they go. And that's the same thing for confidence. Just because you have started to recognize it doesn't mean all of a sudden you're going to have it. You have to put in the work so that it's solidified, just like that doubt was solidified. You have to solidify the confidence. As you are continuing to grow and gain more knowledge about yourself, there is going to become a space within you of who you are versus who you were. And you're going to start visualizing the person that you also want to be. And with this understanding, it doesn't mean for 1 second that all of a sudden it's going to happen. It's going to require repetition. It's going to require you continuing to do what you said you was going to do for yourself. It is going to be you continuously stepping outside of your comfort zone and expanding so that you can gain more knowledge about who it is that you really are. It's not going to come by you overanalyzing and overthinking what it is that you need to figure out in order to become more confident or in order to become more self aware. You are going to learn that, you are going to build that by doing. So, as you are gaining more knowledge and understanding more about yourself and stepping outside of that comfort zone, remember to remind yourself of those little small wins that you have gained and allow that to be the momentum that you need to keep pushing forward. There has to be something. I want you to think about something that you might be doing right now, currently, and leave me a comment down below because I want to know what you're up to. But really, think about something that you're doing right now that is outside of your comfort zone and you are continuing to press forward, even when things seem out of control or out of alignment or the vision that you thought it was supposed to come in. And celebrate yourself for doing that exact thing. Those situations that come up and you may be trying something new or stepping out of your comfort zone in some way, and you're ready to take the next step because you made it that much further. But something inside just creates this sense of doubt or this sense of worry about what it is that you are about to do. That's the real culprit. It's not even what's going on outside around us, it's what's happening right inside of our brains because we internally we know we're doing something different internally, like your mind, your body feels you moving in a way that is not comfortable, it's unknown, and because of that it causes you to protect the old you, the safe you, instead of expanding and finding that new you. Like honestly, let's get into child, he just be barking. Just messing with them people. Them folks ain't doing nothing to him. Taking them a nice stroll on this lovely evening, okay? And just because he see them on the other side of the road, he need to bark. They can't get up here, boo. But I appreciate you for protecting us. You know? My last two videos really had me feeling like, dang, am I supposed to be doing YouTube? Because baby, when I tell you them things was, child, I had to look like this. Like, is that a view? Oh no, that ain't no view. Okay. It was bad. It was really bad. And I had to reevaluate. I had to go back to myself and really get into what it was that I started this channel for. And don't get me wrong, I absolutely want us to be well rounded leaders because leadership happens within you first before it happens outside of you or before you can give it to someone else. You have to be able to do it on your own. But this channel isn't so much business focused as it is people focused. And I had to be honest and confident enough to say, you know what? I was slipping on my pimping, you know? It happens to a player every now and then. But just think if I really was like, I'm just not supposed to be doing this. I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on. My sincerest apologies. If I wasn't confident enough to get back on here, y'all couldn't see my face no more. Y'all can hear my voice no more. We couldn't have these talks anymore. But that's being comfortable enough within yourself, self aware enough within yourself to keep going. Everybody has those situations where they doubt themselves. It's going to happen. Even your highest level CEOs, the TikToker or YouTuber with the greatest or highest views and subscribers, everybody has doubt. You are not the only person that is worried about something. Like, we live in the ghetto. Of course, it's something to worry about. So don't let that negative Nancy in your mind make you feel as though what you got ain't popping, because it is. So let's remind ourselves of that. Get you a pen and paper. Yup, we finna do some journaling. I want you to think about 3 times that you have stepped out on faith and done something that you were afraid to do. And then I want you to ask yourself, if my friend had done those things, what is it that I would say to them? Now, after you've thought about whatever it is that you would tell your friend, I want you to go get in that mirror and tell yourself. Because just as it's a message for them, it is also a message for you. Okay, so I'm going to give you another journal prompt. And this one is going to require just a little bit more reflection. I want you to ask yourself, when do I feel most like myself? What am I doing? And who am I with? Comment down below one thing that you are proud of yourself for, even if nobody else sees it. I also need you to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so that we can continue to do this great work. If you take nothing from this video, remember this: confidence isn't about proving anything to the world. It's about feeling safe being yourself, even if no one else is clapping. Go manifest your story.